jump shit, bro. I hate it.
I love rolling the dice right off spawn. Fuck yeah.
Going here, low. You can go far. You want to split up?
Roger.
God, I feel so fat and slow, dude. Yes, new skin. This thing looks fucking cool.
Next ring is distant.
Body shield here. Level 1.
This new R301 skin is fucking dope too.
New kill leader. Target spotted. There. Gas trap deployed.
What is this?
Purple armor broke. Wow.
I'll just go with that.
Fucking own those guys.
What's that? Other one.
Contact with hostile.
Gas trap.
Full squad down.
Good job, me. Whole squad down.
Easy motherfucking peasy. Right, boys?
Oh yeah.
Let me grab my
Really good.
What?
Your game feels good?
You just got done playing that other game. Probably why.
I also formatted last night. Like, I'm on that good. I'm on that fresh.
Here I go.
Freshness.
Why do you format?
Because, man,
The blue screen?
people. Yeah, I
He
want
blue
to
sc-
see if I can fix
He
it.
blue screened one time and he's like, alright, formatting.
Yeah. I was having that issue too.
Right before I streamed yesterday, I was like, nope, not today.
Skull Piercer.
Up here. Skull piercer.
Skull Piercer sounds like Skull Pierce here. I just realized. Hog.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Confess. It's what I long for.
Pretty fun.
We should conduct a search right here.
Dude, I was thinking so much more about the conversation I had with my stream yesterday about having like a bloodthirst timer in this game and competitive. And I just think it'd be so sick.
Wait.
So okay,
What?
hear me out. Okay, so
Alright,
competitive play. Everyone has a base timer. That timer can go as high as it wants, and once it hits lower numbers, like if it hits 0, for example, there's going to be some negative side to it. Whether it's losing HP, it's something, I don't know. But anyway, let's say you're a team that hot drops and you wipe 2 teams. Rather than you just getting rewarded for wiping those 2 teams and getting points for kills, it affects the in game, and the in game is a bloodlust timer that goes up the more damage you and your team does. And that bloodlust timer can essentially let's say you wipe 3 teams at the beginning of the game. You now have the ability to camp because you now deserve it. You fucking killed some teams, you deserve to chill. And then let's say you're you're out and about and you can't find a fight, or you're just too scared to fight, then it'll just kind of that's when the team captain's coming okay, do we decide to actually hunt other people for our timer, or do we just take a chance and chill? I just feel like there's just more decision making and it would be a little bit more fair.
That sounds like something they have in Fortnite already.
Oh, do they?
They have yeah, it's called Storm Surge. If you need to do damage to other players in order to camp. If you can't do damage to other players, you don't have any kills.
Is it just not a strict system then? Because like
It's not super strict. You can tag people across the map and then like sit still, right? It's not like crazy strict, but like it's like not the same idea, but it's like close.
Yeah, I mean something like that, but like making it a little more strict, like a little bit more strict, could be cool, and I think it'd work well in this game because like I don't know, like if once this game eventually does go competitive, you're gonna have fucking like 10 teams in a tiny circle dropping their fucking Gibraltar ults and fucking shields and ult shields.
There's league scrims, and I've done a couple. Not recently, but most of the time you have like 5 or 6 teams at the end circle, and everyone gets in this little tiny circle and starts shooting each other because everyone's trying to camp until the circle's literally like non-existent.
Yeah, I just feel like that could eliminate that, you know?
Yeah.
More team.
I watch like videos and I'm just like, dude, this does not look fun. I need to do something about it.
Yeah, I was just trying to. I was like brainstorming with my chat ways to like the early game can stay the same. Like if you want to drop safe, go get your loot. That's fine. But there has to be something that changes the mid game to lead into the end game.
They should put objectives on the map, I think.
Yeah, that would work too.
Do something different that BR hasn't done. Like, I don't think there's been a BR out most recently that have put like objectives on their maps, and you don't have to get rewarded like a crazy amount to where it's OP, but you should make it make it something to fight over.
Yeah, that's kind of where it gets a little tough because like how do you determine if it's worth it or not? Like you make it too OP, like then yeah, it will be worth.
They're gonna have to add a system on top of the BR system.
Yeah.
Like to I don't know. I just don't really know how to balance a competitive BR. It's always really hard.
Yeah.
Because you're sure gonna have people who, even in like the strict system you're talking about, that only takes a fight to camp.
Yeah.
Like they only take a fight to literally just sit still.
The fuck, we were just there. And then there's another idea that Apex had a while back, thinking of like, what about adding an economy system in pro matches, where you have 10 rounds, and in those 10 rounds you like buy in, and you essentially it's like you're playing Counter-Strike at the beginning before you jump in. What a fucking, this is great. Is this yours, Tyler?
Mine. Actually, it's theirs.
Up there, stop.
I'm just knocking people with my gas, dude.
I still see everything.
I just threw gas everywhere. That was great.
Reloading.
My vision is not clear.
My vision is clear.
I can still see everything.
One of my best friends.
My vision is clear. Caustic would be a fun character in scrims, I feel like. Maybe, I don't know. Actually. Oh shit. What's up? Here.
Taking fire.
He'd actually be a really good in-game player. He can make it really far.
Need to recharge my shields.
Reloading. Recharging shield. Took out an enemy. Arc star delivered. Contact. Reloading. Reloading.
My vision is clear.
Rise. The whole squad defeated.
Next choice.
Just turn off dialogue audio? I don't mind it. I think it adds to the game a little bit. It's funny.
Zipline deployed.
If I was ever,
Rings pretty
if If I was ever playing like competitively, yeah, I would turn that shit off. But I think that's the game. It's fun. Fuck, there's boxes here.
Recharging shields.
Bangalore, no armor. Or one hit on her armor or something. Thank you. I was gonna lose that for sure. I was definitely gonna lose that. I was way too big. I couldn't side strafe like her.
Reloading. Took out an healing. Reloading. Grappling.
I still see everything.
Whole squad down. Police with us. Recharging shields.
I feel like I just get close and you just lay into them and I just throw a bunch of traps and I just take all the damage and then you guys clean them up.
Recharging my shields. Last squad.
And
My vision
it
is
was a
clear.
banger, and it wasn't us banging out.
Last team. Hopefully they're in a building and I can fucking choke them out.
Hostile
Oh,
right
well,
here.
never mind.
Fire. Reloading. I am taking fire. Independent variable added. Down to sector. Take a deep breath. Eliminated the kill leader.
Looks like I'm
That sucks.
this time.
That sucks. Fuck.
You are the Apex champions.
That's getting sick. That was such a shitty way for that race